Get ready with me while we talk about friendship red flags. Starting off with the one that irks me the most is when you get with someone or they find out that you're talking to someone and they just act so friendly with them and they just start flirting with them. Bro, I used to have a friend that would always do this. It irked me so bad. She would always try to justify it with, that's just my personality. I was so dumb at the time and I was like, she's right. And then one of my friends got into a relationship and the situation came back to my head and I was like, bro, what? No, like that's actually so weird. When one of my friends get into a relationship, I always distance myself from the person. Even if we were friends before, you'll never catch me doing that. Like, it's the biggest red flag ever. One that I feel like we don't talk about enough is when somebody takes a bad picture of you and they don't want to delete it after you ask them to delete it. What business do they have keeping that picture? Like, you obviously don't like it and they think that it's funny to keep it. One time I had this friend that always used to take bad pictures of me. And one time we were just talking, we went through his chat with the boy that I was talking to. Tell me why all of those pictures were sent and saved in the chat. I'm telling you, if your friend does this, they're so fake. There were just no good intentions with that. When they don't feel bad for not including you. Let's say I'm in a group and we're all walking and there's somebody that's left behind. Nobody does anything to try to include them. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back about this one, but every time that I see that happening, I literally go back there with them and try to include them. Like, if you're not doing that, I actually think that there's something wrong with you. Like, that's just so rude in my opinion. Like, why wouldn't you try to include that person? Why don't you feel bad? I'm so big on this one because I feel like this happens way too often in way too many friendships. When they always come to you when they have a problem or when they need to talk about something, but then when you need to go talk to them, they kind of just brush it off and they're like, whatever. Like, when you text them and they just don't respond, they're like, oh, I was busy. But then they have a problem, you're always there for them. This happened to me in way too many friendships and I always let it slide. And now I look back at it now that I have really good friends and I'm like, not your therapist. It's just so bad. Like, it just feels like they use you. If they're sitting there talking bad about their other friends, doing the same thing to you, you can't stay loyal to one of your closest friends. Why wouldn't they be talking bad about you too? So crazy how common this is because 90% of people that I talk to do this about their closest friend. If you're always talking about a guy or like make everything about a guy, every conversation that we have about a guy, I don't want to be your friend. That is so draining. Going along with that, you leave a hangout and you feel drained. That's the biggest sign that that is not your friend. Do not be feeling drained. Do you hang out with one of your friends? Do you have good news or like you're happy about something and they always point out the negatives in the situation? It actually happened to me. I started talking to my boyfriend. I was telling my friend about how good he treats me and all she had to say was, but he's younger. Sitting here telling you why I'm happy, biggest red flag. They act differently when different people come around. I used to have this friend that would always do that where she would be so nice to me and then when other people came around, she would just act like she didn't like me or that she had so many negative things to say about me. That's just so draining. If any of your friends do this, please drop them and remember quality over quantity.